Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Toolbox Tuesday. This is episode number 98, and it is June the 1st. It was a crazy stormy night here in the Comox Valley, and it's turned out to be a beautiful sunny day. So here we are. If this is the first time that you're joining me, my name is Shannon Simpson, and I come to you live here from the Comox Valley. I'm the owner of Whole Health Family Wellness, a life coach, holistic nutritionist, and one of the founders of the Masterpiece Magic program. So today's topic is resistance. This topic is sitting on my heart today as I have been reminded time and time again, when I resist something, it only makes the situation worse. Like the Swiss psychologist Carl Jung said, what you resist not only persists, but will make it grow in size. When we feel pain or emotion, our instinct is to resist it. In some ways, it feels right to resist what hurts and what scares us. It's really not in our human nature to embrace pain, but pain is often not the cause of the problem. It is usually the symptom of something deeper going on within us. This can be both for emotional and for physical pain. As I learn more and more about the mind-body connection, I see the link to my emotions, how I feel, and how they're very connected to the pain that shows up in my physical body. I know this true from my cancer experience. We show resistance when we are not being able or willing to deal with the negative experiences in our lives. This can happen in many ways, as the mind is quite amazing to find alternative ways to deal with problems. What I know is that sometimes our mind has learned to deal with these issues in a way that is not necessarily beneficial for us. Often we don't see our negative patterns happening, and we don't have the tools sometimes to deal with these problems in our lives. So there are many forms of resistance, and I know them all so well. To deny what is happening. Denial is a classic of resistance. Yes, to confront our feelings, and I've felt this deeply. When we can't accept what is in our reality. I've done this with dealing with a passing loved one. I mean, even the loss of a friendship or the loss of a partner. To minimize the problem, it's another one. This one is similar to denial, but when we minimize events of the situation, at least we're aware of them, even though we are trying to hide them under the carpet. Yeah, we all know this one. If we sweep it under the carpet and we don't talk about it, it didn't happen. Blaming others. This is when we don't own up to our actions, we end up holding a lot of anger and resentment towards other people. I know this one well. For years and years, I blamed my anxiety on my kids. They made me anxious. But guess what? There's the finger pointing and 3 fingers pointing back at me again. It's humbling day when I realized that they were just mirroring back my anxiety. Taking responsibility for our own actions, radical self-responsibility, is key. Placing the blame on others often just leads us to a lot of disappointment. And finally, trying to change other people. We may spend a lot of time trying to get those around us to agree with our view on a particular situation. But we all think differently, and we all have different beliefs. To overcome the resistance is to accept that we all are unique in our own beautiful ways. And accepting the change in the feelings are better strategies to try to change the person or event back to what is comfortable for you. In my case, for me. And I feel that. I feel that deeply, because sitting in the discomfort often doesn't feel good. But what I've learned in this 50 years of life on this planet is that every day I find myself humbled and learning. As Einstein says, the more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. So what are you resisting? What are things in your life that you're resisting? And how can we step more into the acceptance of what is radical self-acceptance? Thank you for those of you joining me today and those of you joining me on the replay. I'm sending you so much love. If you've liked what you've heard here today, feel free to jump on my YouTube channel. I'll put the link in below. And you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and visit me on my website at wholehealthfamilywellness.ca. I hope you have a beautiful day. Enjoy the sunshine. And I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Love to you all. Bye.